Is this gonna reveal something about her?
確か女子は上の階。別に隠れる必要はないんだけどな。
No hide.
うざい。自分が可愛いと思う。
Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Classroom of the Elite, Episode 3. Man is an animal that makes bargains. No other animals does this. No dog exchanges bones with another. What the heck is up with this long title? Oh my goodness, what the heck? Okay, so last episode, oh my goodness, Ayanokoji just like stood up for what's her name again? It's gonna be a while. Suzune stood up for Suzune when her brother was like being a bully and all those things. I'm like, whoop, whoop. That was so cool. And it makes me wonder who he is, like what he can do. You know, I guess we'll see. So that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have a reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting on Patreon. I appreciate that.com/feelingmini. And now let's start this episode, and here we go.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comments in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
Adam Smith. Are those quotes from books and stuff? Yeah, the midterms.
私は別に。
天使だ。櫛田ちゃんは俺たちの天使だ。
綾小路くん、あなた一体何をしたの？
It won't surprise me that he did something. Because I feel like he's hiding. After the last episode, it's like I see him differently. Because I feel like I've been saying it, like he has many talents that he's keeping hidden. Like he's extremely intelligent. I feel like he can manipulate people, make them do stuff, and make them think that the idea came from them. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Or maybe he went through what's her name again? Yeah. Kushida. Maybe he went through Kushida. Since people love her and all those things, I don't trust her. But maybe he used her to make whatever happened happen when it came to the midterms and the scores. Oh, this is step by step. Okay. 3 days before the test. Okay, what did you do?
哀れなほど醜い生き物だな。だとこれ。お前らから何人退学者が出るか楽しみだ。
What class are they from?
まず一人目は。
Are they from class C?
覚悟はできてるか。
両者そこまで。
だってめえ。部外者は黙っ。
どうしても喧嘩するって言うなら、警備員さん呼ぶことになるよ。
一ノ瀬。これは喧嘩じゃない。おい猿。てめえ。お前はいいおもちゃになりそうだ。おい逃げんのか。おいこれ。
いい？君たちも龍炎くんの挑発に乗らないようにね。
だよ。うぜえな。
以
上。
くそ。
須藤、この後時間あるか？
And that's why he asked and he's like, no.
なあ、一人で大丈夫か？
今さらあがいたってどうにもならないだろ。須藤。何やってんだ。すみません。
あなた、このまま学校を去るつもり？
うっせえな。
バスケットができなくなってもいいの？あなたはあなたのために勉強するの。あなたがこの学校でバスケットを続けていくために。
Since that's what you care about, might as well give you motivation to keep studying.
何か理由があるんだよね。
他言しないと約束できるか？すいません、先輩ですよね。1年 D クラスの綾小路って言います。 先輩も多分 D ですよね。問題を持ってませんか？
は
それを譲ってほしいんです。
なんで俺にそんな話を持って
He's gonna give him money. Just give him points.
事実、先輩はこうして美味しくない山菜定食を食べてますし、
いくら払える？
1万ポイント。それが上限です。
じゃあこの話はないな。
待ってください。お願いします。
1万。
1万5千。それ以下は無理だ。
わかりました。支払います。
ありがとうございます。
Okay.
過去問を使うなんてちょっとずるい気がして。
俺はそうは思わない。同じ問題は出ないかもしれないけど、全く違う問題になるとも思えない。
Mm-hmm.
そっか。
届いた。まず小テストか。同じだ。一言一句たがわない。
す
テスト前日にネタばらしする。そしたらみんなはどうする？
They'll copy the same thing.
ご
And
い。必死に過去問を
yeah.
発揮する。
そういう、
Oh, okay.
この過去問を櫛田が入手したことにしてくれないか。
いいけど、綾小路くんはそ
You
れ
wanna
でいい。
go under the
俺は他
radar?
に目立つことはしたくないんだ。
Mm-hmm.
このことは私たちだけの秘密だね。
Oh, but Suzune knew he was behind it.
過去問？
一昨年も去年もほとんど同じ問題が出たんだって。だからきっと本番で役に立つと思うの。
助かるぜ。
高円寺くんも。
あいにくだが私にそんなものは必要ない。
一つ聞いてもいいかし
櫛田ちゃんありがとう。恩に着るでござる。
ああいう役割は櫛田が適任だ。
ら。嫌味ね。
お前たちの頑張りは認めよう。だが、お前は赤点だ。須藤。
は？ふざけんだ。なんで俺が赤なんだよ。
今回の中間テストの赤点ラインは40点未満だ。
40点。
放課後退学届を出してもらうことになる。
俺が退学？
須藤くんがこのまま退学なんて納得できません。
ルールはルールだ。
Lulu.
須藤、放課後職員室で待っている。
綾小路くん？
悪い。ちょっとトイレに。
Really? Or are you gonna do something?
一つ質問させてもらってもいいでしょうか。
質問？
今の日本は、この社会は平等だと思いますか？
当然、世の中は平等じゃない。少しもな。
俺もそう思います。平等なんて言葉は偽りだと。
何のつもりだ？
須藤の英語の点数、1点売ってください。
Hmm?
まさか点数を売ってくれと言い出すとはな。
先生は入学式の日に言いましたよ。
この学校ではあらゆるものをポイントで買うことができる。
You can buy
ルー
anything?
ルは平等に適用されなければならない。この中間テストにも。
特別に今この場で10万ポイントを払うなら売ってやってもいい。
意地悪っすね、先生。
私も出します。
堀北。
やっぱりお前たちは面白いな。いいだろう。学校史上一度たりとも D クラスが上に上がったことはない。それでもあがくつもりか？
お言葉ですが、不良品はほんの少しの変化を与えるだけで良品に変わる。私はそう考えます。
C クラスが伸びている。また龍炎の仕業ですか？
Okay, so they were C. Okay.
正直、A クラスを目指すのは無謀だな。
私は諦めないわ。必ず A クラスに上がってみせる。
そっか。
言ったでしょ。私はただ自分のためにやっただけ。
ふーん。
Seriously.
本当にそれだけか？
何が言いたいの？
わざと点数を下げたんだろ？ 一度は突き放そうとしたやつに対して随分と優しいんだな。
だから私は A クラスに上がるために
Nah.
苦しみながら後悔するのと絶望しながら後悔する。あなたはどちらが好みかしら。
Huh?
でコンパスを抜き身で持って痛い。
What did she do?
それにしても危なかったよな。
どうやって須藤君の退学を取り消してもらえたの？
Is he gonna
堀
say
北
it?
が学校に掛け合ったんだ。
ちょっと堀北さんが？
あんなマジな堀北は初めて見たよ。
マジかよ、堀北ちゃん。すごいな。
俺たち堀北ちゃんのこと誤解してたんだな。
She's trying to foster a better relationship. Right?
私は私のために行動した
Right.
だけ。
Keep saying that.
美人なのに頼りになる。
Jealousy. I knew I don't trust her.
綾小路君はさ、
なんだ。
やっぱり堀北さんみたいな子が好き？
え、堀北とは友達。いや、ただの隣人だ。
そっか。じゃあおやすみ。
おやすみ。
Whose phone is that? Is this gonna reveal something about her?
確か女子は上の階。別に隠れる必要はないんだけどな。
No hide.
うざい。自分が可愛いと思ってお高く泊まりやがって。最悪。死ねばいいのに。堀北なんか。誰？そこに誰かいるの？
の工事だ。串田、携帯忘れて。
聞いたの？誰かに話したら容赦しないか
もし話したら？
ら。あんたにレイプされそうになったって言いふらしてやる。大丈夫。冤罪じゃないから。あんたの指紋これでべっとりついたから。
分かったから、その手を離してくれ。
裏切ったら許さないから。今ここで知ったことを誰にも話さないと誓えるかどうか。よし、また秘密ができちゃったね。
教えてくれ。どっちが本当のお前なんだ。
That's not a question that needs asking. Clearly the one that she's like, "Ah, that's the fake." I said it. I said it. She screamed fake to me. Why are you trying so hard to be in Suzune's environment, trying so hard to be her friend? What do you want from her? And the way the show kept like sexualizing her, I'm like, nah. So glad I didn't have to wait that long to see her real face, I guess. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now, the question is, why does she hate Suzune so much? I don't believe that this hate just started when they joined the school. I don't. I think it came from before. That there's history between these two. I just wonder what that is. And when Ayanokoji laid when they were able to buy the points and everything, and the guys were asking, look, how did you do it? And then he's like, it was Suzune that did it. She, spoke to the teachers and all these things. And then everyone turning to her, oh, we misjudged you. Basically started loving her. And then you see her expression. Kushida's expression. Like, jealousy. And then she turns around and asked Ayanokoji if she likes girls like Suzune, and then she just left. And I'm like, well, whose phone is that? It was Kushida, and he was kept following her. I'm like, he's like, wait, us girls supposed to be like going up? Why is she going down? Follows her out there, and he's like, I shouldn't even be hiding. And I'm like, no, hide, because I'm pretty sure she was gonna reveal who she truly is, and she did reveal it. And then she turns around and is like menacing. Menacing? Is that an English word? Whatever. Like threatening him. Oh my goodness. Even though she threatened him like that, I feel like I said, it's not like I know Ayanokoji like that, but I feel like the way his mind works, he maybe is able to counteract whatever it is that she comes up with to try to turn people against him. Like he could lay out some traps where if she actually goes through with her threat, that it's gonna turn on her, So glad now I don't have to keep, saying I don't trust her, because they revealed it. She's not trustworthy. She's Suzune actually went to Sudo and was like, if you want to keep practice, like if you want to keep doing basketball, here you go. And the beginning of the class, well, at the end of last episode, the midterms came out and their scores were like awesome. And this episode started, and then they were rejoicing. Then they turned to Kushida and they're like, thank you, you are our goddess or our angel or something or other like that. And then Susune just turns to Ayanokoji, is like, what did you do? And what he did was that they approached this student that's been there for a while now, and he wanted their previous tests, and they paid him. See, this is one of the reasons also why I didn't trust. Well, I said it already, but why I didn't trust Kushida is because she uses her body to make people do things. And I feel like Kushida even knew that. Not Kushida, Ayanokoji. Maybe he didn't know the extent of it, but he could tell. And that's why he wanted her help when he went to the student to get those test scores. Because at first the student is like, I'm gonna need this amount of money. And then you have Ayanokoji there trying to negotiate it back to the price that he was talking about. And there goes Kushida with her showing her boobs and there's sweetness and all those things. And I'm like, if you're someone that's actually sweet and just want to be, you won't be using yourself like that, So that's why I didn't trust her ever since the beginning. I felt like she was being, no. So they did that, and then the guy gave them the tests, and then they compared it. It's like the same. So they're like, okay, let's give it to everyone. And Ayanokoji is like, no, we're not gonna do that right now. We're gonna wait. And they waited till basically the day before to give them the test so that they can study real hard for the midterms. And even Sudo also did it, but his score was at 39 point something, and then they needed 40 to pass. And it's like, it really, it's like you don't want to fail a test, right? And you learn, you study, and then you fail. That's already a not really good feeling to be having, And then when you're told that you only needed like 1 point to actually pass, that's like it's a double, like, yeah. It's like you stabbed in the heart twice. First you failed, and you only failed by 1 point. It's like the pain is like double. And when the teacher was leaving, and Ayanokoji was looking at her, and then you see Suzune looking at him. And I'm like, okay, what you gonna do? And then he's like, well, I need to go to the restroom. I'm like, no, you're not going to the restroom. And he went after the teacher and basically tried to get the teacher to sell him a point for Sudo. Because she did say at the beginning of the school, of the term, either way, that they can buy anything with the points. Anything means this point, at this point is anything. So she's like, okay, but it's not gonna be cheap. He's like, okay, how much do you want? And she's like 100,000 points. I believe Ayanokoji only had like 68 or some thousand points, I think. But then Suzune also shows up and give the extra, I guess, so that they can get Sudo the point so he doesn't get expelled. And Suzune is making it seem like, I'm just doing this for me. We don't know what the consequences are going to be for a student being expelled. Like, if a student is expelled from your class, what the consequences are going to be for the whole class. We don't know that. And I know coach is like, nah, I don't think that's why you did it. The only thing is, I don't quite understand what he meant by the English test and Suzune like deliberately not lowering her points or something. I don't know. I didn't quite fully get that. But clearly it's just not because she's being selfish. She wants her own interest. I don't think that's what it is. I feel like Suzune is someone, what's the term that they use for a character in anime that's outwardly cold but inwardly like a sweet little thing? There's a term for it. Yandere? I think that's the term. I think she's like that. She's gonna on her outward appearance, she's gonna make it seem like she doesn't care or all those things, but inwardly she does care. And I feel like Ayanokoji knows that about her, and that's also why he gave her. Oh, apart from him wanting to go under the radar, that's why he also told what's her name, Kushida, that she was the one that got the test scores to make people think that he wants to go under the radar. And in this particular case, he also doesn't want people to know that he is the one that basically arranged the whole thing with Suzune's help. And it's like there's that aspect of it, that he wants to go under the radar, but I feel like the I'm about to say the majority of it, but I'm not gonna say that because he wants to go under the radar. The other side effect of him wanting to go under the radar is making Suzune, the relationship between Suzune and the other students better. Because I don't think that he wants her to be alone. She said that she prefers to be alone. I think Ayanokoji knows that she doesn't want to be alone. And him saying that she was the one behind it is going to foster a better relationship between her and the other students, basically. I think that's also why he did that. Mostly because he wants to go under the radar. But then the other bonus is to make the relationship between Suzune and the other students better. So yeah. They also showed us, what's his name again? Ryuan. Trying to bully basically Sudo. And then you have the Ichinose. I'm guessing both of them are from class C. Coming for the rescue basically. And yeah. Um, there's one thing I don't like about the show. I mean, it's not particular to this show specifically, but a lot of anime, like the way they sexualize girls, like I don't like it. When they, I believe it was the first. No, I'm not gonna say the first image or whatever of the scene. I don't think it's the first scene, but either way, when they were like 3 days ago, and they were about to say like what happened up to that point, and there were these girls playing on the tennis court. The shot started from the girls showing their like undershirt, like their what's the term underwear, I guess, like their tennis wear, the tennis outfit. It started from the bottom, showing their basically sort of like their underwear, and I don't like that. Like I don't. They do that a lot in this show. Not a lot, but like it's present, and I notice it, and I don't like it. I do not like it one bit. Okay, what else is there to talk about? Oh, they showed Class A members of Class A looking at the class points, like the totals and everything, and what the girls like. Just something about, I don't know. I don't remember what she said, but she wasn't happy about it. So there was that. What else is there? I don't think there's anything else. I'm just glad that Kushida's mask fell, especially when it came to Ayanokoji, because clearly in front of the others, she's gonna keep playing that sweet, innocent girl that wants to be your friend and all those things. But now I know, and now Ayanokoji knows as well. And with her having shown her true colors to Ayanokoji, I feel like now he can prepare himself for her in case she tries to enact her threat. I guess we'll see. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to the next episode, the link is going to be in the pinned comment. You just click on it and you can watch it right now. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey. Because your eyes, nose, lips, every look and every breath, your kiss still got me down.